This is CGTN, China Global Television Network.
Tunisia has announced it will receive $776 million as the allocation of special drawing rights from the International Monetary Fund. The allocation by the Washington-based lender will help ease an acute economic crisis caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. CGTN's Adnan Shawashi reports.
Just a week after the IMF announced the largest allocation of special drawing rights in history of $650 billion, authorities in Tunisia said they will receive $775.8 million as the SDR allocation comes into effect. Economists explain that the SDR allocation will provide additional liquidity to the global economic system.
Tunisia's share is $775.8 million, according to the country's contribution to the special drawing rights. This is not a loan from the IMF. The sum will provide a foreign exchange reserve for Tunisia and increase the state's reserves in foreign currency globally. It contributes to improving the financial situation in the world in both a direct and indirect way.
The president of the Circle of Tunisian Financiers says the North African state can use the amount provided by the Bretton Woods Institute to support its economy and step up the fight against the prevailing economic, social and health crisis.
If Tunisia uses its SDR right, supplements its foreign currency reserve and uses it to finance state funds, it will not have to pay back the money to the IMF. It's therefore an available liquidity for Tunisia to finance the budget deficit and other expenses. However, the amount must be used in the right manner because this opportunity comes rarely.
According to the National Institute of Statistics, economic growth in Tunisia is currently volatile amid the pandemic fallout. The national economy shrank 0.2% in the second quarter of 2021. Analysts say the IMF allocation will support the country's economy that has been battered by the COVID-19 pandemic.
The IMF allocation is a significant push for Tunisia, which is still battling the pandemic and its disastrous economic and social consequences. The IMF president noted that SDRs are a precious resource which need to be deployed for the maximum benefit of member countries and the global economy.
The IMF managing director declared that SDRs are being distributed to countries in proportion to their quota shares in the International Monetary Fund. This means about $275 billion is going to emerging and developing countries. Economists say the special drawing rights allocation will provide additional liquidity to the global economic system, supplementing the foreign exchange reserves of countries including Tunisia and reducing their reliance on more expensive domestic or external debt. Adnan Shawashi, CGTN, Tunis.